This is weird, but I have to record this so that I can write it up tomorrow morning when I get up. But I had this dream that I was in a class. It's kind of a self-help class, and it was being moderated or led by my friend Eve. And she was having people come up and share their thoughts and what was going through their head by taking a thumbprint and putting it up on the board in different colors. And as it was turned into a pattern of everywhere between light, not even light colors. People were getting up and being pretty upset about things and putting their thumbprints up, and it became a pattern, in a checkerboard pattern. And one person got up and dove into the pattern like she was diving into a pool of water, and so she could just put up her thumbprint in her specific color, and she just screamed and yelled underwater so nobody could really hear her, but you could see her doing it. And I sat and I watched and I listened, and I was, 2 or 3 rows back like I usually sit. And it finally Megan got up and gave her talk and talked about stuff. And then I decided it was really my turn to get up, and most everybody had gone home. Even Tom was there. He got up there and put his thumbprint up. So I finally got up and I got out of my seat and I walked to the front. And my first thought was, oh, I'm sorry, did I take somebody else's place? I don't want to step in on somebody else's story. And he says, no, go ahead. Oh, wait, I was supposed to record this. And so yours was the one talk I was supposed to record. So I went, oh, okay. So I kind of stepped back and was silly and kind of walking backwards. And I came back up, and I had a dark thought in my head about what I was so angry about. And not in reality, but it was still in the dream, but there was a pattern that had emerged up on the board and up on the wall, and it was kind of transparent anyway. But the pattern was uneven, and I wanted to go up and fix the pattern and make it even and okay for everybody. And anyway, I got up there and I started when I went back up so she could record it, I changed my mind and I wanted to put, and Megan was standing up there with me, and I said, well, no, this is mostly about you, I said. And I said, I want to put a black thumbprint down here in the corner of this design and this color pattern, and for some, because I know that there's some dark issues in you that you're trying to deal with, but I wanted to paint some little yellow eyes on it so it looked like Parker the cat, and that's your comfort cat, and I wanted to make it all okay. And I thought, now I need to pick a color, but I don't want it to be dark. I want it to be light. I want it to be just thinking about that I have concern. I have not worry, but concern about. I asked my mom one time, I said, when do you get to quit worrying about your children? And she told me, she says, never. It's always going to be there. And so I wanted to put up a color that's my concern. First of all, I wanted to balance out the pattern. I wanted to make it all better and look pretty and hopeful. And then I wanted to take my fingernails and just scratch across the middle of it and add a big sunflower in the middle of it, and saying that, I'm so sorry that everybody is having such dark thoughts and issues going on in their brains, but I just want to add hopefulness and that there is hope, and everything's going to turn around. And so that was part of it. And then I said, I kind of woke up from the dream. I thought, that was kind of weird and insightful at the same time. And people say, oh, you write the way you talk. And I thought, well, sometimes I just open up this melon of mine on a big hinge and reach in there and grab out some notes and throw them down. And I said, liking it to playing pieces on a boggle game and making sense out of the letters, and or reaching into the red velvet bag and pulling out 7 letters and putting them across the rack and hoping that they will all somehow make into a real word, and with the more points the better. But that's part of it too. And oftentimes I just have these weird thoughts that come across, and I've been thinking about a message and a story to tell. But everything in my blog always comes out goofy and silly, but anyway, this one was pretty insightful. It was very interesting, and and then I thought, well, spilling out boggle letters or Scrabble letters, and I said, like a Yahtzee game. I thought, oh, no numbers. I don't like numbers. I thought, yes, you do. They think of all the number patterns that are just so important to you in your life, and then I started thinking about 227 and 714 and 12, 14, 16 and 101, 303 and 2282 and 22988 and 111999, and just all these number patterns were coming to my brain. And if you want to know what those number patterns are, just ask, because they are all very significant numbers in my mind, and they all have stories. But anyway, so I'm just sitting here in bed. It's 3:38 in the morning, and I have to get up early, but there was just these thoughts in my head that just needed to be expressed and pulled out, and I thought, well, I'll just record it, and then I'll listen to it back in the morning and see what happens. And I don't want to put me on camera because I am still in bed, and my hair is all disheveled, and I've been running my hand through my hair, and it's just craziness. So anyway, I just wanted to record this before it fell out of my brain, because so many times you wake up in the morning and you think, what the hell was that dream last night? I need to try to remember that. And this one was so vivid, and I just needed to share that. So that's it. Good night.